Hey, happy Friday to you sports fans. This is the ProView Rundown. I am Josh Brown. As always, with me in the booth, Jason, Southwest Pole. Oh, who's that? Got a ghost popping up here?
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
It's great to be here.
Astraya's back. Adam's back there. He didn't want to host today, so, I'll step up. No big deal.
You know what time it is?
It's baseball. The man, the myth, the legend, Alden Ball So Hard, Ioani.
What's up, people? What's going on? Remember, people, Game of Thrones, Sunday night, last season. It's never too late to watch it. Just
Right.
throwing that
How
out.
many hours we got
Who
left?
will be the king?
We got about 48 hours, maybe.
48. Yeah. Do we have a
we
Game
could
of Thrones
catch
countdown clock?
Yeah, we could catch up.
Hey. All right, so not too much in sports. We got basketball, hockey going on. We do have one high school baseball game tonight under the lights, Rio Rancho Stadium. We got the District 1 matchup, Cleveland Storm versus the Rio Rancho Rams. Jason, you're going to be out there directing that one? Looking forward to this?
You know, after the game that me and Alden did, whoop, that's Alden.
That's Alden.
After the game we did, Volcano Vista, Cleveland, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, Cleveland's serious. Their game is serious. They know what they're doing. We just got to see what this Rio Rancho team's got going for them. Cleveland's pitching game strong. Their catching game strong. Their defense, they're all around. So we'll see. I just hope, I pray, I hope to Mother Nature that it just stays nice and clear skies, no wind. We don't need nothing like that.
All
Yeah,
right, let's
should be
go
good.
to the weather report here.
Yep.
Sorry, Jason. It's not looking good.
Especially in Rio Rancho.
Some wind, yeah. In Rio Rancho, man, it's not looking good here. Sorry.
Yeah,
But at least we got two of the best teams going at it. School rivals, too.
I know.
Cleveland, Rio Rancho. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. Me and Jason, like we said earlier last week, we got to go to Volcano Vista and see them play Cleveland. And Cleveland's legit, man. They have a all-around good team. Their bats, I mean, they're hitting it out of the park. Even in the wind, like the wind was brutal out there, Jay, and they're still bombing it. So.
Yeah.
And I mean, Rio Rancho's no slouch. I think they're
They beat La Cueva this year at their tournament, right? They took care of La Cueva. So.
And I mean, Cleveland's the Metro champions, so I mean, they're on a good streak right now. But it'll be interesting to see what happens tonight because Rio Rancho definitely isn't a slouch in baseball either.
I mean,
number one team, right?
Number one team, yeah. I mean, but can we throw this in here? I mean, just like football, just like basketball kind of was, is District 1. I think we kind of talked about this a little bit on Wednesday. District 1 is where it's coming from, or does, La Cueva or Carlsbad, normal powerhouses, are we thinking they have a chance to slide up? I mean, we're only, 2 months away from, or a month away now from Metro or State over at Lobo Field. So, I mean, are these the two teams? I'm thinking this is kind of be a state championship preview.
Oh, yeah, Josh. I mean, District 1 is definitely the best district all around in all sports right now. They're taking over the metro area. But as far as you said, as a potential state championship, Cleveland versus Rio Rancho, I definitely buy that. I'm hype on that.
I don't know. I'm hype on the, sorry, not hype yet, but I'm hype on that Volcano team, mostly because we have a friend of the program. We have a friend of Aaron Ioani's player, and he was killing it. So, I mean, that's the only connection I have to Volcano, and that's usually what I go for: colors, connections, friends, families.
Yeah.
If you're a friend or a family, I'm going for it.
I mean,
Jake
mascots.
Deathridge,
Can
Volcano.
you take that one in? Can a hawk couldn't beat a storm? I guess the storm took out the hawk. A ram versus a storm, who wins?
Can hawks fly in a storm? I don't know.
Rams kind of live in storms,
See,
though.
so they
if you
live in
think
a
about
stormy,
it.
mountainous
You know,
region,
yeah,
so-
like it's always snowing in the mountains, So,
What?
Is that how we're doing things now? You hear about, some bracket winners, they went undefeated because they went based on if the mascots could defeat. Is that how we should do it now?
But also, let's get.
Of course, the lock of the year, the CIF defending champions, the Duke City Gladiators, host expansion team, the Oklahoma City Flying Aces. Coach Dominic Bramante brings his team in. Dello Davis, Dello Dog. How many touchdowns is he going to get?
I'm calling 3.
3?
And then Cedric's going to have 3.
Alden, what are you going with here?
Duke City, I mean, as far as Dello, he'll get at least his 2. At least.
At least.
But, these two teams right now, I don't really know too much about Oklahoma, but our Duke City Gladiators, I mean, this is what I kind of talked about in the last show, is that they're kind of starting to build up a little dynasty there, dude. Like if they can keep on winning and pulling it out, you know, and possibly bring home another ship, I think people legitimately start buying into this team. Not that they haven't, but I mean, I feel like it'll fill up the seats in Tingley a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, and attendance is rising. I mean, the more and more they win. I mean, Gina, she puts on a great tailgate show there. I mean, go to the game, get there early. The tailgate is great. There's jump houses for the kids.
Free hot dogs.
Yeah, free hot dogs, free sodas. They had a water slide when it's getting warmer out. I mean, maybe not this, but even in the game, I mean, the kids can go to the jump house and do that. So go out for the Gladiators. They're our champions. They're doing it.
Yep. Nice. I like that. Support your locals.
It is. Support locals, you know.
Support the locals.
And
well,
I mean, maybe just a hint, have some more promotions coming up. But in Rio Rancho, if you're going out there, we got the Albuquerque Bull Snakes. They're going to have their exhibition game out at Rio Rancho High School, taking on the Flavio. So stay tuned to ProView for more on that. I mean,
that's super exciting.
I mean,
that's super exciting.
The ABA coming back at it. It's more of a fast-paced, you know, high-scoring games. I think the Bull Snakes pulled off their last one at La Cueva High School. They beat, they won by 4, I believe, but they came back from being down 12.
Don't they have a bunch of local guys
local
too?
Talent, huge local talent. Devin Williams, former Lobo, came on Local Focus here. He scored 41 points. I think 25 was in the second half. They have Coach Mike Houston. He's you know, Albuquerque legend around. You know, he's the head coach there. So yeah, the Bull Snakes are good. We got the Gladiators representing 2-0, going for 3-0 before they head out on a road trip. So
United's undefeated right now.
Yeah, United is undefeated, tied for first in the USL. So, hey, that's the issue.
Yep. If you don't go to the Gladiators, go to the USL. Go check out the USL. If you haven't been, you need to go. It's not like Topes. It's not like sit down because I'm trying to watch this guy stand on base. It's stand up the whole time. There's action. I love it, and the vibe is
they're
right.
First.
And it's a professional team.
Professional soccer in Albuquerque.
And that's not a dig at the Isotopes either. Check out the Isotopes too, but it's more fast-paced and
it's early in the season right now. It's early in the season right now. I mean, and the Rockies, they build from their farm system. That's what being a farm system is. You develop the players to go up. I mean, Alden, you and I went to the Monday game. You said you recognized only 1 or 2 guys. That's
I mean, there's majority of the roster is definitely on that 30-man whatever roster for the Rockies. Yeah. So it's interesting, you know. Trevor Story, I mean, we all know that he's an all-star caliber player, played right here in Albuquerque. I mean, Charlie Blackman, the list goes on and on. But
so yeah, I mean, local sports are hitting it up. Big weekend here. Again, Friday night, tonight. Under the Lights baseball. Tomorrow night, USL, Gladiators. Can't be wrong.
Should we go to our first break?
Should, probably. Just first break, Jay. Want to rock some top 10 plays?
Top 10.
AYBL edition. Give it up for the youngsters.
Plus Highlands.
That's right. I forgot about that one base.
Numbers now. Miller going to go all the way and one. Comes Taylor. Taylor with a little step through in the lane, high off the glass. Top V-Hill long, straight up 3, ring it up. And the double comes nice, no look to Garcia, yes. Away with it, but he threw it away. Here's Heckroth. Heckroth, yeah! Boatman going all the way off the window. On the layup attempt, no, yeah! Gilliford puts one up to beat the horn. Yes! Nylon! Heilman, then it's lost. Nice steal. Oh, Foster comes over from the weak.
right field. Back to the fence, looking up. That ball is gone. The Cowboys win it on a 3-run walk-off by Augie Francis. Mercy. Augie Francis does it again for the Cowboys. Celebration at home plate. The Cowboys win it 13-10 on a 3-run walk-off by Augie.
High school sports are back. The 2018-19 season kicks off, and you could watch every ProView Network broadcast live on the NFHS Network. Every moment, from every game, from every sport, including all NMAA state championships. Get your highly discounted monthly pass now. Go to ProViewNetworks.com and sign up. Watch New Mexico's best.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
The service department at Gala Chevrolet is clean, modern, and ready for you. Our master technicians service every make and model, including certified service on any GM vehicle. Service done right the first time, every time, right here at the all-new Gala Chevrolet.
Welcome back to the rundown. What's that? Sorry, breaking news going to Alden Iowani.
You know, my friends Mickey and Minnie Mouse, they've been at work recently, and you know what? Breaking news: Disney is going to, in November 2019, release a streaming app and officially take over the world.
The world is now run by a mouse.
So pretty much what it includes, from what I've read up so far, is that it'll include a variety of new shows, a variety of all the movies from Alice in Wonderland, all the old ones, Snow White, to now to potentially Frozen 2 and all that is going to be on there. They're going to, I mean, it's going to take over the world.
The most downloaded app ever, instantly.
Yeah, so it's I think it's like $8 a month or something. It's cheaper than Netflix.
Oh,
it's
gosh.
cheaper than Hulu.
I'm getting
and it
it.
has every favorite show, every favorite movie, pretty much you could ever
So what
think
happened
of.
to the vault? So is the vault?
No, this is the vault.
We got
The app is the
if
vault.
You pay
Yeah.
It just has the
Yeah.
vault.
pay
Yeah.
$8.
And they're
you
giving
get the code.
They're giving it to the people. They're giving the power back to the people. You know,
I like it.
Good. I'm all about that.
All right, Disney is taking over. They own ESPN. Do they still own the Ducks of Anaheim, or is that why they took Mighty out of their name? Did they sell them? But they own like the sports complex world down there in Orlando, where there's like 5 bowl games.
ABC
Yeah,
network.
ABC. They have the All-American games over there, and they sponsor everything. So you're right. Disney is taking over the world. Get your ears ready.
Man, that's awesome.
All right, so back into sports news.
We break news, no big deal. You know, it's not a big deal.
Game
It's not a big
we just,
deal.
You know, we just break news like that for you here on the Rundown.
All right. Well, first, I'm going to ask you some hype or not hype with Alden Iowani.
Alden Iowani, also Harvard University.
All right, Alden. Are you hype or not hype on the battle between Giannis and Harden for MVP? Who are you more hype on?
I mean, I'm definitely, like, it's funny because it's just like it's turning into how many points does James Harden have to put up a year to get an MVP? You know, and a lot of the thing with Harden is just he's not a desirable player to watch. I'm sorry. You know, he only holds it down on the offensive side, and you know what he's going to do every time, and it's predictable. People don't like it necessarily, and you know what? I think that's why Giannis is going to win the MVP, because he is the more all-around player. You know, you know, if you just focus on scoring 35 points a game, and that's just all you do, that's sick. You can get the most offensive player of the year award or whatever it is in the NBA. Do they even have that in the NBA?
Most off one?
Like offensive player of the year?
Yeah, well,
Like-
yeah, they do have offensive player of the year, but most likely is the MVP too. But I want to, as much as you talk about that, but how do we not give Russell Westbrook more credit?
My guy.
This is his third year averaging a triple-double. I mean,
Yeah, nobody like it's like Oscar Robertson, like that is happening right now, and you know that was like the Triple Crown in basketball for a while. Like nobody could achieve that for. I mean, it was 30, 40 years before a guy was able to do it again, and you know I think people gave Russell too much love the first time he did it, and they're just like, okay, he did it. It's all good. Like, whatever.
All right.
You know, now it's just a normal thing, a triple-double in a season for him.
yeah.
So do you think it's more of the MVP goes to somebody that's like, it's like the story, the changing of the team, like taking the Bucks to #1 seed over in the East. Like, do you think that has more play as opposed to just always consistently winning 60 points, all this?
Well, I'd say that the thing that people don't take credit into James Harden is that Chris Paul was hurt a bunch of this year. Remember at the beginning of the year when they had Carmelo on the team and they were playing terrible. And I mean, as soon as they got rid of him, he was able to step up his game, and he had to score that many points to keep Houston in it. And I mean, he brought them from like a barely over 500 record to what are they, like the third or fourth seed in the West? I mean, that's legit. But Giannis, I mean, he does it all, man, and I think that's what people appreciate about his game. You know, he goes at it 110% every time, and you know he's just a physical specimen. Like, I mean, look at that picture of him. Like
he might get the defensive player of the year too, dude. This guy's beast
Both
in
of
the
them,
paint.
Hey.
But, hey, another connection, Tony Snell. So who
I
we
think-
going for?
Right, Tony Snell.
Giannis.
I think too it makes things kind of interesting for the first time in a while, because you know it's not just Golden State versus the Cavs, like it's just like guaranteed. Like,
Curry's out.
I mean, Golden State, I mean, they're probably going to make it again, but in the East, there's some formidable foes. I mean, LeBron's jumped ship to the Western Conference, and then a couple stars like Kawhi and some other guys, they said, hey, let's go to the Eastern Conference. And, you know, it's going to be interesting. Celtics, I mean, Bucks. There's a lot of good teams in the East too. Raptors. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. But I just can't wait for the season to be over so my man KD can come over to the Mecca of basketball again. Make New York Knicks great again. That's what we're trying to do here.
Hey, but
The basketball Mecca, the New York Knickerbockers.
Steph Curry's out. He got a little, what is it, mild right foot sprain.
Oh,
What I mean, wasn't it last year where I mean he didn't even play until like
the first 2 rounds.
he didn't even play until the semifinal, like the semi-conference finals.
It
like
still doesn't.
They'll be all right.
they'll be all right.
They'll be all right.
They'll be all right. Well, shall we bring on Albuquerque Dragway?
One more break, and then we'll bring on Robert Costa, the owner of Albuquerque Dragway.
Boom.
After these.
High school sports are back.
Sir Costa.
The 2018-19 season kicks off, and you could watch every ProView Network broadcast live on the NFHS Network. Every moment, from every game, from every sport, including all NMAA state championships. Get your highly discounted monthly pass now. Go to ProViewNetworks.com and sign up. Watch New Mexico's best.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? 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 Dang, this one made me feel all special.
The service department at Gala Chevrolet is clean, modern, and ready for you. Our master technicians service every make and model, including certified service on any GM vehicle. Service done right the first time, every time, right here at the all-new Gala Chevrolet.
Car Crafters, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that could happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Dream Style Remodeling.
Hey, welcome back to the Rundown. I am now with Albuquerque Dragway owner, Robert Costa. How you doing?
Very good. So
thanks for coming on. Hey.
No, thanks for having us on, and we're hopefully going to make a habit of this.
Yeah. Marty just said you'll be a new sponsor here with us, and that's awesome. Bringing it on. We love local sports, and this is a whole new genre. I mean, we did a few auto sports in the back, but now we're going to be premiering it and showcasing what you have to offer. So that's great. I mean. Big weekend coming up, so you were telling me during the break you had some stuff going on. What's going on?
Yeah, so tomorrow on April 13th, Saturday, we have our Yearwood Performance Street to Strip event, which is mostly bringing out street cars, getting them off the streets and putting them on a racetrack, safe environment where, there's no speeding tickets, there's nobody to hassle you for street racing, that type of thing. Great time to come out and see what your car will do and how fast it will go. For $25, you get an all-day pass and get to make as many passes as you can in a day.
Oh, nice. And does it have to be modified or anything?
Nope,
or those just any car off the street? If you have an old junker that you think can take something, they can pay the money and come make a run?
Absolutely. There's a few little safety things that they have to do, but not very many. Make sure the car's in good working order, But that runs from 11 to 4 on Saturday, $10 for spectators and $25 for drivers. And then on Sunday, we have, and I want to say it's our 4th annual, it's the Derek Sanchez Memorial Race. Okay. And Derek Sanchez was a racer who was killed a few years ago doing what he loved. Died in a racing accident. But his family is very big into racing in this community. They've been racing out there for decades. And so they put together a little memorial race for him where they put some extra money into the racing community. And that's on Sunday, starts at 9 o'clock, $15 at the gate for spectators. And
nice.
So just a great event. Brings people from all over the state. So we'll have people from Las Cruces, El Paso, Roswell,
Nice. And will those be more of the souped up cars,
Yeah.
more experienced guys?
Yeah,
really
more
know what they're
experienced.
doing?
It's an organized race.
Okay.
Where there's different brackets and different classes and
okay.
Everything from 8-year-olds and junior dragsters up to very experienced drivers, in their Super Pro class.
Okay.
Sweet. Yeah. Here's a quick question. So do you guys allow nitrous and all that, everything?
Absolutely.
What's the top speed that you get till you get the boot? Like, do you boot anybody if you go too fast?
Yeah, there are different requirements, safety requirements for certain things. 999 is kind of the magic number where you have to have a license and chassis certifications and different things like that. But most people don't just jump in a car and go in the 9.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. When are you guys hosting any of the jet cars? Because I've seen the jet cars there as a kid, and those things are...
Yeah, so jet cars are exactly what they sound like. It is a jet engine strapped onto a car. Yep. They run about 250 to 300 miles an hour in the quarter mile.
Oh, man.
Flame coming out the back. I mean, it's a sight to see.
It's awesome.
They will be coming out on July 4th weekend, which is July 5th and 6th. It's the only time that they'll be here this year.
You guys run those at night?
Yeah.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, those things, when I was a kid, I remember my pops took me out there, and you just feel this heat wave just whoom, fly by you, and then it's done. It's over. But I like it. Go check out Albuquerque Dragway. I might check it out eventually.
We have about 50 events throughout the year, and something for everybody. It's a great family experience. You can come out, you can tailgate on the south side of the track. So pull up your pickup truck and just You can barbecue there if you want,
nice.
or we have food on site. You know, it's a great experience for everybody.
And location, what is the easiest way?
So you need to head south on Broadway,
Okay.
and you turn east on Bobby Foster, which is like the old way of going up to the pavilion.
Okay.
But instead of turning right to go up the hill, you turn left, and just follow the signs.
Just follow the signs back there.
Yeah. Then also go to our website, abqdragway.com, and we have directions door to door.
Just events. I mean, as we said earlier, one of the new sponsors here at ProView, you will be seeing links to there, so you can go to the ProView website as well, find a link to over there. What is we've got a few minutes, what is the craziest thing you've seen out there as far as, you know, we have the Pitt who had, you know, North Carolina State winning any big, like, champions out there? I mean, as a kid, John Force was the name in my book. Or Kenny Bernstein, did you see any rivalries? I know they were kind of
John
different
Force
out there.
still is, he still is.
And his daughters are out there.
So back in the day, we used to have Big Daddy Don Garlitz out there. We had Don Perdome. We had Tommy Ivo. I mean, we had all the big names when the big names used to travel around, and they would come to little towns like Albuquerque to make enough money to go to the next big event.
Okay.
All that has changed. I mean, the whole world of professional drag racing is professional drag racing. So they don't really do that anymore. But we have some really cool things at our local track. We have our local series called the Real Outlaw Door Slammers, which are pro mods. So you have big cubic inch nitrous stuff, you have blown, you have turbos, you have pro chargers. We're talking, so an average street car will do 0 to 60 in about 4 seconds.
Okay.
I have a car that will do 0 to 180 in 4 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Okay. It's a lot faster. I mean, it's considerably faster. 4th of July weekend, we have our Pro Mods versus our Western Fuel Altereds. So an Altered is a short wheelbase, front engine, basically like a funny car without the body.
Okay.
You know, but with big blowers on them. And we're going to line them directly against our Pro Mods to see who's quicker.
Okay.
You know, and to see who's faster and who's a better driver. So we're actually going to, you know, every pair will be paired up to run against each other that way.
So something not conventional that you won't see kind of there. I mean, that's
absolutely
nice.
First time we've ever done it. We've never had our Altereds run our Pro Mods.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
And so on that Friday night, we're going to see who, you know, who's faster and who's better.
Hey.
You know. So
hey, the unconventional, the breathtaking, I mean, extreme. The jet. After Jason described the jet cars there, I mean, that sounds fun there.
The jet cars. Do you guys do any of the drag racing? The motorcycle drag racers?
We do have motorcycles that race on a regular basis. We don't have a separate class for them because we don't have enough of them. But we got a couple of guys that race motorcycles. You know, every single bracket race. You know?
Awesome.
Nice.
And then one of our other huge events, which is June 8th, was the All Out Call Out, which is the state's largest street car race. And so we'll have over 200 street cars out there in different classes, and it's a huge event for for our track.
When is that?
June 8th.
June 8th.
Saturday, June 8th. Go to alloutcallout.com. You have to pre-register with them to race, and you also have to pre-buy tickets. There are no ticket sales at the gate on that event.
All right.
Right. You've seen Fast and the Furious? That's what that sounds like.
Yeah.
Just
Absolutely.
serious.
It is
just one big rally.
It is a giant, if you've seen Fast and the Furious, this is Race Wars.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Just imagining.
That's exactly what it is. So
awesome. Sweet.
Hey,
yeah.
Well, just one more quick time. Tell them what you got going this weekend, where the Dragway is at, and
So we are up in Mesa del Sol. Take Broadway south to Bobby Foster, turn left, and just follow the signs. But we're open Saturday from 11 to 4 for our Street to Strip, and Sunday starting at 9 to about 5 p.m. For our Derek Sanchez Memorial Race.
Hey, there you go. So Friday, I mean, all you amateur Dale Earnhardts or whatever, get out there. Think you can take on other cars. And
Dale Earnhardt can't drag race.
You're right.
Bro.
Sorry, John Forces. I used the wrong. For those guys out there, I mean, but get out there. Get out there on Saturday. There, that sounds fun. Just the Memorial Drag Race. Get out there, see that. Let's keep this going. Keep it going, and see more on ProView here with Robert Costa, owner of Albuquerque Dragway.
Great.
Hey, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, that's the rundown today. We'll see you next week.
Oh.
Missed it.